Hi, this is Marry Me Bill with Tam.
And Tress.
Gay dating advice from certified matchmakers. I'm Tammy Shackley, the founder of H4M, offline matchmaking for gay men seeking a long-term relationship.
And I'm Tressa O'Lear, been in matchmaking 24 years. I know dating. She knows gay. We're straight allies, helping gay men find love.
We all know first comes love, then comes, well, marriage. Eventually, I promise. So as we advocate, we also need a date. Don't get the wedding bell blues because we've got gay dating advice just for you. So today's show, we want to talk about fear. We want you to get in its face. What is holding you back from dating? Tressa, what have you heard? Over the years, why are men or women not dating?
I think rejection is the biggest thing, Tammy. Ageism and being hurt.
Okay, so let's talk about rejection. We all know what that feels like. I've been rejected and I've rejected.
Well, you know, if you don't ask, you're not going to get rejected. So then you're never going to have the opportunity. It's like not playing the lottery. You got to ask. But every time you ask someone to dance, someone to drink, someone to dinner, you face being rejected.
Right, and we hear it even in our business. You and I both interviewed men that have said, oh, I saw a guy out at brunch on Sunday. He was
Absolutely.
So cute. He was right there. And they sat across the room from him for 2 hours, but had the fear of rejection. Wouldn't you say that's what it is?
No, there's no question about it. You just don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable spot. So the fear of someone not liking you, or the fear, you know, you're too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too skinny. If you think about it, you're going to come up with a million reasons why that person's going to reject you. When in reality, if you just ask, they may say yes. What have you got to lose?
So they're fearing rejection, but then you touch on some other items. So ageism, we hear a lot about that in our business. Men think they're too old. So he across the room, good looking, but he's gonna think I'm too old, right?
Absolutely, because in the gay world, everybody is fit, fabulous, and 20, at least in their mind.
So to be too old, too young, too large, too small, we've interviewed men that think they're too short, and they have a fear about it. It's keeping them from approaching the cute guy or the guy they've had a crush on forever.
But the crazy part is we've also interviewed men who says height is not an issue. They'll date 5'2", 5'4". So how can the man who's 5'7" feel he's too short? Again, that rejection or fear is in your own mind.
Right. So is there a perfect age to
To what?
to be confident in it's okay to cross the room and ask that cute guy?
Yes, I think 40 is the perfect age, frankly, having been 40, but you only stay that for 12 short months. So the big answer is no, there is no perfect age.
Right. Okay, so we know that there's another reason we hear why men tell us they're not dating, and it's being hurt.
Well, I mean, to live is to love is to hurt. So being vulnerable never feels great. You think back to when you're young and that first love, you're so vulnerable, you fall so deep and so far. And that first pain stays with you the rest of your life. With each broken heart, you hold back a little more and a little more. The wall goes up a little higher each time.
So wouldn't you agree as you age, I mean, I know I've felt it, as you age, you've had more experience, so you've had more hurt, you've had rejection, you've had to face your own age.
Right.
You're not invincible like when in your 20s you thought you could do anything.
Well, the reason you could do anything at 20 is because you took greater risk. So no risk, no reward. You have to take the risk and walk across the room. You have to risk being vulnerable. You may not be hurt. You may get hurt. It's the risk worth taking, because to find great love, you have to take a great risk.
You know, when men come in to interview, we start with their fears. And I
Absolutely.
love how you do that, because you get it all out on the table first.
Absolutely.
What is keeping you from dating? What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
And let's just be honest. We can't address it unless we list it.
Well, Tammy, we're matchmakers. We don't have love dust. We can't sprinkle something on men and make them perfect. So until they acknowledge what's been holding them back, they're inhibiting us. And if they want to be unsuccessful, that's on them. But we can't afford for them to make us unsuccessful.
Right. And I think that's important. I think so many men, when they make the appointment, show up to interview with us, they're walking in the room with their list of the perfect guy that they're looking for.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we don't mind telling our process. Our process is we've got to talk about, why have you been dating on your own? You're a great guy, you're successful, you're gainfully employed, you have reliable transportation. I mean, we can just get down to the basics. You're a great conversationalist. Why are you not dating on your own? So to list the fears, to face those fears, I think it's the important first step in, if you're deciding today, I'm going to turn the corner and make a change. List the fears, face the fears, and then we're going to give you advice about what to do about those. So when we come back, we're going to give you actual things you can do to conquer those fears and start your search for your perfect man. You're listening to Marry Me Bill, Gay Dating Advice with Kim and Tress, only on